Imagine this. It's 2048 and the biggest YouTuber on the planet, Jimmy Donaldson, better known as MrBeast, has announced that he's running for president of the United States. The internet explodes. Memes flood social media. Some people think it's a joke, others are intrigued, and MrBeast fans, they're all in. But how did we get here? And what does a MrBeast campaign really look like? From YouTuber to president. The unexpected rise of MrBeast.
Let me ask you that about being the greatest YouTuber ever. What's next? Because I was listening to your Rogan, and I swear to God, I thought this guy should be president.
Oh!
No, I'll say that'd be fun. Is that something you've thought about?
Yeah, the only thing
Political
is...
aspirations.
Yeah, I would love to.
For years, MrBeast has been making waves on YouTube. Whether he's planting 20 million trees, cleaning up the oceans, or handing out thousands of dollars to strangers, Jimmy Donaldson's brand is all about generosity, creativity, and breaking records. And in 2048, at the age of 45, he's finally eligible to run for president, something he's hinted at since his early days. Sure, the idea of a YouTuber running for president might sound far-fetched, but Jimmy is no ordinary YouTuber. He's spent years building a massive following, using his platform not just for entertainment, but to make a real impact. From launching Team Trees and Team Seas to creating his philanthropy-driven food brand Feastables, Jimmy's influence reaches far beyond the internet. By the time 2048 rolls around, he's not just a YouTuber anymore. He's a global phenomenon. And with over 500 million subscribers, more influence than most politicians, and billions of dollars in his bank account, MrBeast's presidential campaign is set to be unlike anything the world has ever seen. The campaign kicks off.
I'm giving random people that vote for me $1 million.
In true MrBeast fashion, Jimmy's presidential campaign begins with a YouTube video titled, "I'm running for president, this is not a prank." The video features all the classic elements: massive giveaways, heartwarming stories, and an announcement that shakes the world. Within minutes, the video racks up tens of millions of views. Fans across the globe celebrate, and even those unfamiliar with Jimmy tune in to see what this presidential run is all about. Hashtags like MrBeast for President and Beast 2048 trend on every social media platform. Jimmy, of course, isn't running a traditional campaign. His rallies are more like festivals. Think free food, insane giveaways, and surprise appearances by celebrities and influencers. His first rally, held in his hometown of Greenville, North Carolina, is a massive success. Tens of thousands of fans show up, and many walk away with prizes, donations to local charities, or even cars. Unlike typical politicians, Jimmy's campaign doesn't rely on corporate donors or political action committees. Instead, he pledges to fund his entire campaign with his own money, stating, "I've always said I can't be bought, and this campaign is going to prove it." And with his millions, Jimmy makes sure his message reaches everyone. His campaign ads flood YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and every other platform where his audience lives. But instead of the boring, scripted ads that most candidates put out, MrBeast's ads are fun, fresh, and creative. Imagine a video where he promises to plant one tree for every vote he gets, or a challenge where voters get entered into a massive giveaway for participating in his campaign. It's campaign marketing at its finest, and it works. What does MrBeast stand for? At this point, you're probably wondering, what are MrBeast's policies? Well, his platform is as unique as his YouTube career. 1. Environmentalism. One of the central pillars of Jimmy's campaign is environmentalism. He's built his reputation on projects like Team Trees and Team Seas, and as president, he pledges to take these initiatives to the next level. His environmental policy is all about sustainability. He wants to reduce carbon emissions, invest in renewable energy, and clean up the oceans. But he also wants to make it fun. How? Through challenges, of course. Jimmy promises to engage young people in environmental action by making eco-friendly choices part of his presidential challenges. 2. Social progress. MrBeast is all about inclusivity. He's openly supported movements like Black Lives Matter and the LGBTQ+ community. And in his campaign, he emphasizes the importance of equality and human rights. Jimmy's campaign focuses on creating a more progressive society where everyone feels valued, no matter their background. He also shows support for the rights of individuals to express themselves freely, something that aligns with his support for his childhood friend Chris's transition. 3. Universal basic income. If there's one thing MrBeast is known for, it's giving away money. From handing out thousands of dollars to strangers to changing lives with huge cash prizes, Jimmy has always believed in wealth redistribution. In his campaign, he proposes a Universal Basic Income (UBI) plan, an idea that gained traction in the 2020s but has yet to be fully implemented. His UBI plan would provide every American with a monthly payment, helping to reduce poverty and create financial security for millions of people. 4. Mental health and education reform. Jimmy has often spoken about the importance of mental health, both for himself and for others. As president, he promises to prioritize mental health reform, ensuring that every American has access to affordable mental health services. He also aims to reform the education system, drawing inspiration from countries like Finland, which have achieved near-perfect graduation rates by focusing on student well-being and innovative teaching methods. Jimmy's plan involves reducing the pressure on standardized testing and giving teachers more freedom to inspire creativity in the classroom. The challenges of running for president. Of course, running for president isn't all fun and games. Jimmy faces some serious challenges, both on the campaign trail and in the political arena. 1. Lack of experience. One of the biggest criticisms of MrBeast's campaign is his lack of political experience. Critics argue that a YouTuber, no matter how successful, has no business running the most powerful country in the world. Some compare him to other celebrity-turned-politicians like Donald Trump and Ronald Reagan, while others say Jimmy's focus on entertainment makes him unfit for the presidency. But Jimmy's supporters don't care. To them, his fresh perspective is exactly what the country needs. They argue that his outsider status makes him more relatable and trustworthy. Plus, he's not tied to the political establishment or beholden to corporate interests. 2. Running as an independent. Another major obstacle for MrBeast is his decision to run as an independent. The US political system is dominated by two parties, the Democrats and the Republicans, and third-party candidates rarely succeed. But Jimmy believes that the system is broken and that he can bridge the political divide. His campaign appeals to young voters who are tired of the status quo and want real change. However, running as an independent also means that Jimmy faces challenges when it comes to securing votes. Without the backing of a major party, he has to work even harder to get his message out there and convince voters that he's the right choice. 3. Critics and controversy. As with any political figure, MrBeast isn't immune to controversy. From his unconventional YouTube challenges to his friendships with controversial figures like Elon Musk, Jimmy's campaign draws criticism from all sides. His foreign policy, for example, is questioned after his MrBeast Olympics video sparks debates over which countries he would recognize as president. But Jimmy doesn't let the criticism get to him. In fact, he embraces it, using it as an opportunity to spark conversation and engage with his audience. He's transparent about his intentions and willing to listen to feedback, something that sets him apart from many traditional politicians. Election Day. Will MrBeast become president? As Election Day approaches, the excitement around MrBeast's campaign reaches a fever pitch. His rallies are more like concerts, with influencers, musicians, and celebrities all coming together to support his run for office. His fans flood polling stations, many of them voting for the first time in their lives. The question on everyone's mind: can a YouTuber really win the presidency? As the results start coming in, it's clear that MrBeast has tapped into something special. He's managed to mobilize millions of young voters, many of whom have never felt connected to politics before. His social media presence and viral campaign stunts have given him a massive advantage in reaching voters across the country. And then the unthinkable happens. MrBeast crosses the 270 electoral vote threshold, securing his place as the next president of the United States. The future of American politics. MrBeast's victory marks a new era in American politics. For the first time, a president has been elected not based on their political experience, but on their ability to connect with the people and make a tangible difference in their lives. It's a testament to the power of the internet and the influence of social media. As president, Jimmy promises to continue his philanthropic work on a global scale using his platform to tackle some of the biggest issues facing the world today. His presidency is sure to be one of the most unconventional and exciting terms in American history. And who knows? Maybe one day we'll all be saying, I survived 4 years with President MrBeast.